take a look at the weather now. And Tom, we had a hot finish to summer.
Jeremy, temperatures soared today, and for a handful of locations, including Nowra and also Newcastle, they sweltered through their hottest last day of summer on record. Now, Sydney worked to a sticky morning. A low of 23 was 4 above average. Northerly winds then sent the temperature to 40 across much of the west today, but winds turned more northeasterly along the coast, and that made all the difference. The harbour only reached 27 and Wollongong 28. The city reached 33, and that was 7 above average. Capping off a summer which saw maximums at Observatory Hill average 28.2 degrees. That's 2.5 degrees above the long-term average, and out of 165 years of data, Sydney's third warmest summer on record. Last night was very warm across the state's northwest. Minimums were as high as 30, and that was up to 13 above the average. The maximums today were well above 40 across most of the northern inland. The greatest anomaly, though, was 39 degrees in Newcastle, 14 above average. Today's heat helped to fuel thunderstorms, and a warning is current for damaging winds, large hail and flash flooding. Now, here is a radar. Storms hit Western Sydney this afternoon, and they're now sweeping across the lower Hunter. They've already dropped up to 28 millimetres of rain. On the satellite then, well, we can see the band of storms forming today from the northwest towards the coastline. Molong has picked up 33 millimetres. On the chart then, a cooler southerly change is moving up the south coast behind this cold front, while a trough over the inland will trigger further thunderstorms tomorrow. Around the country, a warm start to autumn for our capitals, 32 in Canberra and 34 in Perth. Now, the southerly change just reached Kiama, but it will weaken and stall north of Port Stephens overnight. That will allow hot westerly winds to quickly return to the inland tomorrow. For the northeast tomorrow, a weak cool change overnight for the southern Hunter, but still very warm elsewhere. There's the small risk of showers and storms for the inland. They're most likely on the southern part of the ranges where they could be severe. For the southeast, cooler on the coast, but still warm inland. A medium chance of showers and severe storms for the central tablelands, but grading to only a slight chance of storms elsewhere and staying mostly dry along the coast. To the west, well, still hot tomorrow with a medium chance of showers and storms for most areas. Now, the storms could be severe along the northern half of the slopes and plains. The far south and the far northwest will stay mostly dry. On the waters, we'll have strong winds off the Sydney and the Hunter coast, but that will ease very early. The seas will average 2 metres. Now, for Sydney, a southerly change from about 9 p.m. and partly cloudy tomorrow. Slight chance of a shower or a storm. It's more likely in the west and more likely later. A warm start to autumn, 22 to 30 for the city and tops up to 33 for the outer west. The sun will rise at 6:42, and ahead, a shower or two is on the forecast for Saturday, and there's the chance of a storm, 28 to 30 degrees. Possible shower and storm Sunday, 28 to 30, and then showers will ease for the early part of next week, but temperatures staying pretty warm, slightly above average for March. Jeremy.
Tom, thank you. Here's Sarah Ferguson with 7:30.